Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Live Show, episode 370. It's a Sunday night, and you know what that means. This is another one of those House of the Dragon reviews. As always, is the Nerds gonna here to host the show alongside my wonderful co-host, Brad Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a wonderful Sunday night where we get to talk about dragons.
We get to talk about dragons today, man.
Dragons.
Of course, hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's having a good day. A lot going on. A lot. I feel like a lot went on in this episode. Some people will probably say not a lot, but I feel like a lot went down here.
I mean, not as action-packed as the last episode, but
Yeah.
wheels are moving, things are turning,
Yeah.
stuff is happening.
Yeah. Stuff is 100% happening, Brad. But yeah, man. How are you doing, Brad? Before we get into this review.
I'm doing good. Went to the grocery store today, and that was about it. Watched a movie for tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we will review that.
I have not gotten to the movie for tomorrow, Brad. I need to get to it. I think I'm gonna watch a little bit tonight, and then hopefully.
I think it's an hour 30 or less.
Yeah.
I think.
All right. Well, hopefully, what's it called? I can get to it because yeah, I have there's had a lot going on today, and I didn't get to it, but I did get to go watch I did get to go watch Long Legs, so that was good. I had a really good time with that. But yeah, what you get up to today, Brad? Other than the movie, nothing else than that?
Not really. No.
No, not really.
So no, I had breakfast with my parents, so that was a thing, and yeah, just came back home.
Yeah,
Nothing much.
nothing much. Well, I mean, what's it called? You also what's it called? Found the um, you found
Pizza?
the Deadpool and Wolverine pizza, man.
Indeed, I did. I found two of
Yeah,
them.
two of
There
them. Yeah,
might have been four there, but I grabbed two.
yeah,
I grabbed a
yeah.
yellow one and a red one, so I don't know. I
It's
didn't know.
okay because
I
that
didn't
means
know
that I
there
can
was.
get the other ones, right?
Yeah, I didn't know there were more than two.
Yeah, yeah. No worries, no worries. That means that I can what's it called? I can find the other ones
Yeah,
for myself,
and I
and
don't
so
know
we
if
can
they're
do a
gonna be
taste test.
good. I think I got the chimichanga one.
Yeah, you did get the
Yeah.
chimichanga.
Okay.
You got the spicy Wolverine and chimichanga one, which I hope that does not mean that I have to get the one with pineapple, because fucking hell,
There
I do
one
not like no. Um, DiGiorno, DiGiorno, where are you? DiGiorno. I don't know how to spell DiGiorno.
Digiorno.
Okay, I think I found it. But I'm trying to look for these Deadpool and Wolverine. Here you go. You got this the
There's
Timmy one.
Oh yeah, classic crust pineapple and black olives.
Yeah. So you got so you didn't get the maximum pep, which is basically just the pepperoni pizza. Um,
Yeah, I got the gimme chimmy,
you get the gimme chimney and you got
and
the
I think I
spicy
got the
Wolverine.
spicy wolvie pie.
Which is which one? Is that the one with pineapple?
No, the one with pineapple is the weight
Fuck.
special. The
So
spicy
that's the
wolvie
one that I need to get.
pie. I don't know what this. I'm trying to see these images up close, but I can't. I don't know what's on the spicy wolvie pie.
Yeah. Well, point is,
Oh,
you got
here. Um, okay, so we got descriptions. So the Wade special, a sweet and salty combo, not just for Mercs, made with pineapple and black olives, to pay homage to Wade Wilson's pizza in the first movie. What? Gimme Chimmy, chimichanga inspired pizza that is a fiesta for your taste buds and topped with spicy cumin sauce, beef topping, jalapeno, and cheddar and mozzarella cheeses. Spicy Wolvie Pie, crafted with Wolverine and other meat lovers in mind. The pie is stacked with pepperoni, chorizo, and bacon.
that one's gonna sound good, bro.
That sounds good. And
Yeah.
Maximum Pep, made with maximum flavor and zero regrets, just like Deadpool's decisions. Maximum Pep is piled high with sliced and diced pepperoni, which doesn't sound bad.
Yeah. So I got the fucking
The
olive.
pineapple and olive,
Yeah.
which
So-
if I would have seen that, I probably would have picked that up just so you wouldn't have to eat it, because I would have been fine eating that. Because I
Yeah.
don't know, it sounds interesting. It's probably not good.
Yeah. Well, point is, you found it, and hopefully I can find it.
Yeah.
So that way, so not this week, not next week, but at least for the what's it called, the weekend of that movie coming out.
And I mean, they were on sale for $5 and some change.
Yeah,
Which is nice because every other frozen pizza is like $10 now.
yeah. Well, they really want to sell that Deadpool and Wolverine, bro.
Yep.
So not so. Let's go the Friday after we get done with the Acolyte. Hopefully, that'll be when we go and eat and what's it called taste test this.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get a non-review non-show review live show next week. I mean,
Yeah.
not next week, in 2 weeks. So I'm gonna try to
So
find that. If not, I think I'm just gonna have to go for the Jack in the Box meal thing that they're doing over there.
I mean, if they have that over where I'm at, I might have to get in on that too.
Yeah, we're gonna
Because chicken waffles sound pretty good.
yeah we're gonna have ourselves a taste test and have a
Yeah.
lot of just to we're gonna pregame Deadpool and Wolverine, Brad.
Mm-hmm. That
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, basically, right? But yeah, bro. Thanks for leaving me with the pineapple and
And
black olives,
I
man.
apologize. I did not. I didn't see. I didn't even look. I just saw like, hey, the Deadpool pizzas, and I grabbed two of them. That's what I did.
Yeah, thanks. So I don't mind black olives, not
But
anymore.
pineapple and black
Pineapple's the
olive,
one where I put the fucking what's it called?
pineapple and black olives is just like I don't know. The olives is fine. I mean, because you get that on a supreme.
yeah,
But with the pine, I don't know. Just I don't know.
yeah. Well, Brad. Point is, you got them. 1 out of 10. This tastes a disappointment. I still haven't even touched the pizza. Yeah,
Bro, just staring at the box. I think
yeah,
you need to make a video short of you just it's your face
yeah.
and then it's the pizza and then your face and then the pizza and then you just throwing the pizza out.
Nah, I wouldn't do that to food, Brad. You know
I,
damn
I would
well.
not do that with food paying for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I would not do that to food. Not even if I didn't pay for it, Brad. I
Yeah.
can't do that to food. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's kind of rude.
yeah, I will try to film a little short, maybe of me making the pizza for the TikTok that we have
just,
in the
just
YouTube.
I
But
mean if you put like I forget what Deadpool's music is because it's always random. Celine Dion. If you put some
yeah,
Celine
Celine
Dion
Dion.
as you're putting in touching the oven and then
Well, the song they're
opening the
using on the
oven.
trailers is what's it called, like a virgin.
Oh yeah, you could do that. And then when it goes like a virgin, it could be like sliding the pizza into the oven.
Yeah, it's like yeah, thrust it in there. Oh my god!
And just
But
close the lid a few times and just
I'm gonna
slam
go
it.
look for it. I'm gonna go look for it. I promise. This weekend I'm gonna go look for it, see if I can find it. But yeah, I just yeah. In 2 weeks, y'all, we're gonna have ourselves a feast on this channel.
A feast.
Feasted, feasted. Yeah, you should. You should what's it called make one too, Brad. You should make a shorts too. Yeah. The Nerd Cooks podcast. Yes, exactly,
Oh,
exactly.
that's nice.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
nice, Stacy. We're branching out.
yeah. We're a food review channel now,
We're a
Brad.
food review now. We're
Yeah.
food review. And if you keep waiting, we'll do like horror podcasts. No, we won't.
Yeah.
The
The true
what's it?
crime.
The true crime. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, true crime podcast.
Even then, I feel like it already ended its trend. I don't
I
think
mean,
people.
yeah. I kind of like the ones where people just read the Reddit and then they read the comments. I like those more than I like the 30-minute, 1 hour stories of these deranged killers because I don't want to listen to that.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if I can. So let me see this thing. Can I actually order? So it's saying that the Jack in the Box ones only orderable. Like you can only do it through the app.
No shit.
Yeah. So you gotta order it through the app, not like for delivery or anything like that, but more like like hey,
And
like
it's supposed to be come with the ball for your antenna on your car.
really?
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. So deals and
Well,
digital
probably
exclusives.
as much supply as there are.
Yeah. Yeah. So let me see this thing. So it's supposed to be the fries and so where are you?
Where are you?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Shut the fuck up, Brad.
I saw Blink.
Yeah, I know you did, Brad. Can't find it, man. Where the hell is this fucking Jack in the Box? What's it called?
Stacy, still waiting on the gaming podcast. Didn't Cyberpunk 2077 going to come out? Hopefully, a great reviews.
God damn it,
I
bro.
mean, I'm still waiting for. No, I'm not going there. I'm not giving Alex any more shit than I already have.
Yeah, you've given him too much shit, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck, man? Where's this goddamn meal at, bro? It's not in here. Oh well.
It may not be everywhere yet.
Yeah, maybe at different locations, man.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll 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 check mine after the shows
Yeah.
and see.
Boy, all right. Let's go ahead and do this thing, though, guys. Let's
Where
get ready
are
to talk about
you?
some House of the Dragon.
House of the
And
Dragon.
before we go ahead and get into that, though, we would like to let you guys know that this episode is brought to you by
SeatGeek.
Sea Geek. So more on that in a bit when we do the spoiler warning. But if you have not caught this week's episode of House of the Dragon, you should probably get out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers, go ahead and stay. Either way, how it goes, this is your one and only spoiler warning is in effect in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Today's episode of the Nerdcore Live Show is brought to you by SeatGeek. Whether you want to see your favorite band, sports team, or comedian, SeatGeek has you covered. We're proud to be partnering with SeatGeek to offer you $10 off with code TheNerdCore. That's $10 off your first order at SeatGeek.com with code THENERDCORPS. So take a seat at your next live event with SeatGeek. Thank you. Now let's get back to today's video. All right, guys.
Woo!
Season 2, Episode 5, titled Regent. Also, I remember that we can't stream to X anymore, so that's why the low view count right now. But don't worry, Stacy. We thank you for being here.
Thank you, Stacey, as always.
Yeah,
We
thank you.
appreciate you.
Yeah, I just wish that we could actually,
And we're not paying Elon. I'm sorry. I'm just not doing it.
I'm not going to do that.
Not doing it.
All right, Brad. Regent. Amid whispers of bad omens, the Greens consider how to fill a void on Aegon's council. Jacaerys sets out on a rogue mission to strike a deal. Daemon enlists Lord Willem Blackwood to help persuade the Brackens to bend the knee. The episode is directed by Claire Kilner and written based on Fire and Blood by George R. R. Martin, created by Ryan J. Condal and George R. R. Martin, and story is edited by Ty Mickle. And of course, starring Matt Smith, Emma Darcy, Olivia Cook, Steve Toussaint, Fabian Frankel, Matthew Needham, Sonoya Mizuno, Tom Glenn Carney, Ewan Mitchell, Fia Sabin, Harry Collette, Bethany Antonia, Phoebe Campbell, Jefferson Hall, Freddie Fox, and Gail Rakin. Oh man, what an episode! We had to deal with the fallout of the dance, and I'm gonna see if there's any trivia here. No trivia.
No trivia? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. There are a lot of moving pieces in this, so I'm just kind of surprised.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here. So, filling voids in Game of Thrones. Well, this could go sideways. Yep,
Yeah.
it could go sideways.
Keep it in the family.
Yep. Well, I mean, we're gonna discuss that.
There's
so-
a little Sigmund Freud moments
Yeah.
in this.
A little Sigmund Freud, right, Brad?
Oh, but
Yeah. So I want to go ahead and bring up a couple of things here first. So, okay, we start the episode. Kristen Cole decides that it's a good idea to parade melees across the streets.
which, I mean, this just proves how dumb Kristen is, because the people around the Red Keep, they see those dragons as one said, as gods, and now you're parading the dragons around, and that's just going to show you're weak, because
Mhm.
those dragons, they're just meat now. They're not these grand things that they thought they couldn't kill. And I mean, you're just going to make the people angry, and they see it as a bad omen on top of that.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a bad omen, and they're just now they just see them like, well, what are we actually afraid of these things for? No, they're easily killable. So but yeah, I was like,
I
thought that
wouldn't
was
say
interesting.
easily killable, but
Not
they
easily
are
killable, but they're like, hey, like what's going on here? Like,
like,
this is
why?
just come on.
It would have been better for them to leave the dragon out on Rook's Keep, or dragged it in the ocean, or fucking something else. Parading in the streets is just going to rile up the civilians.
Yeah, it's gonna rile them up. But there's some people who did not. We're not fans of that. So yeah, it was a bad decision, Brad. It was a
Yeah,
bad decision to do that.
horrible decision.
Um, yeah, very much. But what's it called? We check up on Aegon, who, oh my god, bro, that was brutal, brutal, bro. That shit stuck to him, Brad.
Whoo! It was fourth degree burns. It was
Yeah,
bad. I mean, and then at this time, there did you notice they were putting lettuce on him? That was it was some mixture, and they were putting it on
yeah,
with lettuce,
yeah.
which I don't know, but it doesn't sound quite to the medical standards of today for burns.
Brad, how much milk of the poppy do you think they fucking gave that kid?
That's why he's asleep, honestly. And if you looked at him, like the way they did the kind of the above shot, he looked like his dad when his
Oh yeah,
dad was dying.
he
Like
looked exactly
like
like
the
Viserys.
half of the face, like
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
He looked like Viserys.
You looked a lot like Viserys there, and it sucks because it's like, oh, you look like Viserys when you're fucking dying, bro.
I
The
mean,
BLT treatments. Yep. Bacon, lettuce, and tomato, huh?
hmm
Yeah.
you have the old wise tales where if you have a fever, you put tomatoes on the bottom of your feet. There's those old wise tales that I don't know if they work or not.
Yeah. Yeah. And then also on the other side of things, and this is what I really liked about this episode, Brad. Which, by the way, I'm sorry I didn't ask for your initial thoughts, Brad. But what I have to say, I really like this episode. I think it's a cool down, a massive cool down. Now, it's nowhere near as being like the epic episode that was last week, right? But I think it was a very important episode.
hmm
And I think what I like the most about it is that we don't just see the repercussions on the green side, but
We
also
see
the
it on the
blacks.
blacks.
Yeah.
I think
So
we might see it more for the
yeah,
blacks.
Brad, what's your initial thoughts on the episode?
My initial thoughts on the episode is that I need to go back, since you're right. This is a cool down episode. I'm not disagreeing with you. I have to go back to my scoring of the last episode and raise it up to a 9.5 because this is a cool down episode. I was expecting, it kind of to ride into maybe more action, but not thinking about Game of Thrones previously. It's like, of course, there's a cool down episode after a
Yeah, of
massive
course.
dragon fight. So for that, last episode 9.5. This episode I will hold my score till the end. But it's a good episode. I mean, there's a lot of political turmoil happening. You have Aemon, who's now ascended to being king regent, um
Mm-hmm.
and as his brother is laying in bed unconscious with, like you said, probably a shit ton of milk of the poppy.
Fuck time,
And
bro.
and I love how Alicent tries to prevent this. I didn't think Alicent would go that hard to try to prevent Aemon from ascending the throne, and then her council just falls to the wayside and allows him to. They support him and don't support her, because they might have seen Alicent as just trying to hold on to power or keep the power to herself, when she in her heart realized that Aemon is a psychopath.
Mm-hmm.
Aemon is close to Daemon, but probably worse, which is
Yeah.
hard to believe. Um, and so she was trying to prevent that. I didn't get the big fucking yelling match I was hoping between her and Cole over Aegon. She did mention it, but Kristen Cole was cleaning his sword with lemon. The
Yeah.
lemon pledge, I guess. I don't fucking know. Original lemon pledge, original formula. And I didn't really get anything from them, as Kristen Cole has basically shut him off from her. So I mean, I think he's back in Aemon. I think that's what all her council is doing, because they're not wrong. They're in a war,
Mm-hmm.
and the strength is shown at this time as being men. And if they were to raise Alicent, it would just, like they said, just be like, oh, we have a woman, we're going to raise that to go against Rhaenyra. That's all
Yeah.
we're doing. So for that strength aspect, they put Aemon on the throne.
Yeah.
How that turns out, I don't know. And I do have to say, I'm kind of tired of Harrenhal.
Already?
Damon just stuck there seeing goddamn ghosts and then his mom in really weird situation. But
Okay.
I like that they're I like how Damon's realizing he's not a great leader.
Yeah.
He's a good commander in a fight. He's a good fighter, but he can't bring people together.
um. So I want to bring up the whole mom thing. So
I
that
mean,
was kind of a yeah. That was a little uncomfortable, huh?
he's got mommy issues.
Yeah. Um. So Damon is doing his like whole hallucinatory thing,
Uh-huh.
and in there, I thought that was once again, I thought that was Rhaenyra, Brad.
Well, I thought at first I'm like, is this Daenerys? Like, what am I looking at? And I'm like, that's not Daenerys. It's
And then
not
he says,
Rhaenyra.
"What's it called? You're my favorite son." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, I mean, I know there's a lot of incest going on in the Targaryen blood, but I didn't know it went that
To
deep.
that extent,
Yeah,
nah.
but apparently, as we learned on in the episode, Damon never met his mother.
Never met his mom. He never met his mom.
Well, until
Um,
now in this stream, which is so weird. That is not the way I would want to meet my mom the first time. Little Sigmund
yeah.
Freud going on in there.
Yep. Yep. Oh no, he's so
I did like them showing like they are rebuilding Harrenhal, which we knew they would get to.
Yeah, because it's a very important part. You know, the Riverlands are very important to what's it called, to Westeros. Like if you can't like what's it called, like Rhaenyra said, she cannot attack what's it called, King's Landing without having Harrenhal. I mean
no,
the Riverlands.
no, and as she said, the war will not be won by dragons alone. It will be won by men with swords and shields.
Yeah, and that's kind of something that, and I like, and my brain just, always goes back to what's it called, to Game of Thrones. And I remember what Danny would say, like in that last season, is like, I could win this war, what's it called, completely by just getting on my dragon, riding down to King's Landing, and just taking them all out. And it's like, you can, but you will not win the hearts of people like that.
No,
Like, what's
you
gonna happen after the ash settles, and they have to what's it called rule? They have to what's it called follow your rule.
it'll be a revolt. It's what we're seeing with Damon play out in a smaller capacity here.
Mm-hmm.
Is basically he tries to put, is it the Brackens? The
The
Brackens
brackets, yes.
under thumb by using a whole the black bulls.
The blackborn. Yeah, with black what's it called again?
I Brackens.
The brackens and the what's it called, the blackboard, black bold or something like that. They what's it called?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he's trying to use these two warring parties. He's trying to get the Brackens under his control,
Hmm.
and the only thing he's done is piss off the Brackens so much where they're like, "We might have bent the knee, but you're not getting anything else from us."
And then fucking Jace. So look, I understand what was the play there, but Jace went to go do that, and it's like, so if I'm correct, Brad, those were the people that that Damon was trying to control, right?
No. So the people Jace met with is they're in control, I guess, of the halfway point
Yeah.
between the Riverlands. It's not these two warring. It's not these two warring groups. It's a whole nother group.
Okay.
Um, I think they're part of the Tullys, which is the overall.
Yeah.
I think I could be
Yeah.
wrong on that, but they control. They have a large aspect of the Riverlands, and everyone goes apparently through here. And so Jace was actually kind of smart in getting their cooperation, because if you didn't have their cooperation, then the Greens could have just marched right through there.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. So, but from what I gathered, it was what him talking to them didn't like lead to what happened with Damon, but it was kind
No,
of something that helped with that.
so the only thing Jace has basically agreed that, yeah, Damon's going to totally follow Rhaenyra's lead, which we know is not happening right now.
Yeah.
So he is totally lying his ass off to try and get help. So this could fall very badly
Yeah.
if Damon doesn't play,
Yeah.
which he may not because he's Damon. And he may not want to give up Harrenhal after this is all done because he wants to be king of Harrenhal. And I mean, and we get the whole thing with inside his castle where he's like, "You should call me king." But the problem with that is that is almost heresy because it's kind of they believe that it's kind of like spiritual, like God given that you're the leader.
Yeah.
So for him to just announce Rhaenyra and say Damon's king without that God given yes you are, that's heresy. So
Yeah.
it's even worse than Damon's just going just fucking call me king, and everybody's like
You're not the
no,
king.
I mean I'm not
You're the king
going to be a
consort.
heretic.
You're the king consort,
Yeah.
but you're not the
Which
king.
Damon doesn't like. He's like, what's the fucking difference? And it's just like it might be semantics, but there is a larger religion aspect to it.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, Damon has this whole thing going on, and man, bro, like, what's it called? I'm telling you, bro, it's not gonna go well for like Damon out there. Like, Damon really has to come back. I
Damon's got to come back, and he's just has to work with Rhaenyra or
Yeah.
for Rhaenyra or have Rhaenyra be the headpiece or something because Damon cannot bring people together.
No, you can't.
It's impossible. He doesn't have the patience for it. He doesn't have the mannerism. His past leads to people just not liking him. Of course.
Yeah.
So Rhaenyra is, to be honest, the more likable figurehead.
Yeah. So, I think that's kind of what we're trying to do next episode, Brad, is that Damon has to come back. And I don't know if Damon's going to be receptive, or I don't know if Damon wants to even come back.
I think Damon will be receptive to the last message Rhaenyra said when she said, "I would like to finish our last conversation
Yeah.
or continue our last conversation."
Yeah. But you already were shown here that like Damon kind of said like, okay, when we win, it's gonna have to be me and Rhaenyra ruling together, but him kind of making it seem like I'm the one who needs to be the ruler.
I mean, yeah.
And
I mean, he at the end he's like Rhaenyra can stay by my side and rule. We can roll together, but I'll still make the
yeah,
decisions. Basically, is what he said.
yeah. Which
Which is not. He is not able to pull off the whole leadership thing here.
no. Um. So the succession, which I completely forgot. I was like, okay, so who the fuck is next? And I was like, they killed the kids. So Aegon has no successors,
No, so
and
that's why Aemon
Aemond
turned
goes
it.
up. Which, oh my god, I do not think that Aemond is the one to do this. I don't know if Aemond is gonna be the right one to lead them.
I mean, although he's kind of like Daemon, I think he's a fierce combatant. He's smart, but also there's that whole psychotic edge to him that will lead him to making the wrong decisions, and people will not get
Yeah,
behind him. I mean, he's already made a wrong decision by shutting the gates, and the people, as they're trying to get out, are screaming, "We want meat." You have thousands of hungry people, hundreds of thousands for all I know, in that castle, and they will overrun those knights eventually.
yeah. So I I don't know if Aemond was like that was look, put it however you want. Aemond had to be the one to take it
Yeah,
because there's nobody else who can do it.
no, I
No,
mean,
it's
other than his mom, other than
and his mom wasn't
Alicent,
gonna do it.
well, his mom was not allowed to do it.
Not allowed to do it. And also remember, I mean, that's the whole point to Game of Thrones, the series, the one before the one after this one, is the whole idea of like that will they want Danny? And will they what's it
They
called?
unite behind her.
Will they unite behind her? And so what's it called? That's something that I love that this series brings up as well, is that it's like, okay, you know, they won't unite behind Allison
No.
or Rhaenyra, because you can tell by the way that they treat him. Like that guy told Rhaenyra, like, what's it called? Well, it's not that I don't agree with you. It's just that your sex has never gone to war, and it's like
Well, and
you're
then
not.
she brings up, we've been in peace this whole time, so you've never gone to war either, which is true. But
Yeah,
in the mentality of people, especially,
yeah,
back in the day, it's like men
yeah.
went to war, you know,
Women
and
stayed at
women
home.
stayed at home.
Yeah,
That was the mentality back in the day.
yeah. And the same thing with Allison. They're like they won't rally behind you, and
No.
Allison doesn't want it. She says
But
like my
but
place is here in the council, like letting you guys feed
yeah,
off
but
my
at the same
knowledge.
time, she doesn't want Aemon to
But she
be on
doesn't
that
want
throne
Aemon. Yeah.
because she
Who do you
knows.
think? Who do you think that she wanted? Do you think that I kind of gave like I know deep down inside me, I think that she would have said my father needs to come back.
That would have been an option.
Yeah, but do you think that she kind of wanted? Do you think in her brain she kind of thought about Kristen Cole?
I maybe for a split instant, but my feeling is I think she's seeing Cole for what he is,
Yeah,
and that's just not very good at much of anything.
yeah, yeah. But then again, even if you put what's it called Cole or you put Hightower on there, the people of King's Landing will not accept
No,
that.
no, it's
They
got
want
to be a
Targaryen ruling.
Targaryen. It has
Yeah,
to be a Targaryen.
yeah.
That's the thing. Aegon had Aegon just kept to himself. I mean, kind of like
Rhaegon would
Viserion.
have paid attention,
Yeah,
which is something in this episode that we're seeing with Rhaenyra. It was like Rhaenyra doesn't like that she's not doing anything either.
yeah, but Rhaenyra is coming to the fact that she needs others to help her.
Mm-hmm.
Which Aegon, I don't think he came to that fact until it was too late. I
Yeah,
mean, Aemon jumped on it. Um,
yeah.
but Rhaenyra is reaching out to help. She sent I forget her name. Uh,
Bela.
well, she sent Bela to Corlys,
Yeah.
but I'm thinking of Masera
Oh
Whispers.
yes, yeah. The brown girl, the
Uh,
one who caught the people before they went to go kill her.
yes, she sent Masera.
Miss Sarah.
Masira.
Let me see. Hold on, Brad.
I'm
Why did
probably
I exit out of my
I'm
page?
probably saying that Mysaria, Mysaria, Mysaria.
Yeah, yeah,
She's asked Mysaria to help her, which Mysaria brings up. It was a short dialogue scene in Roll is Frozen, so I will wait, Stacy. We will wait. Everyone listening, we will wait until Raul gets back. And we will bring up Mysaria because it's a very important topic, even though it's such a short dialogue scene. And I'll just bring up Stacey last. Well, I didn't vote for
the
her.
fucking IMDb. There we go.
There you go. Okay, you're back.
It always every time I go to fucking IMDb while we're live, it always does this. No other fucking website. It's always IMDb. What does this fucking? What does
Maybe
sing out
you
of my
should have
ear?
IMDb open
Yeah, I don't
already.
know why I clicked off of it though.
Okay.
Um,
But Mysaria.
Mysaria,
So
yes.
she's asked Mysaria to help. And it was only like, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute of dialogue with Mysaria. But I thought it was very important
Yeah.
because Mysaria gives her like good advice of being like, you have, I mean, you have these thousands of soldiers, but you have hundreds of thousands of people in that keep.
Yeah.
And if you get them on your side, that's what will turn the tides. It won't be the dragons or the
Yeah.
shields. It'll be the common folk.
You have to play the game.
Yeah. And
Like
so Rhaenyra listens to her and she gets it and she's like, yeah, let's do it.
like all of like I'm telling you, man, they're all stuck in this idea of like, well, we could just win this by the dragons going on there and killing them all. It's like, okay, cool. But that does not win the war for the people.
I mean, how many leaders have been deposed of from the common folk through
Yeah.
history? Look at the French. The guillotine went off on,
Yeah.
the queen. So it
Yeah.
happens. And what we saw in this scene and what the Greens might be ignoring is those people are angry
Yeah,
they have brought a bad omen with that dragon,
and you see it
and they're
specifically with the
hungry.
when you're with the guy with his daughter who's
Yeah,
like really
that daughter
sick,
did not look good.
bro.
She
No,
was
who I
gray.
can't remember what's the name of that guy.
I don't remember his name, but I believe he's a part of like he's over the blacksmith guild that makes the weapons.
Yeah. So like he wants to get like all of the people there like we want food, we want our stuff,
We
like all
want
this stuff.
meat. They literally
Yeah.
said we want meat,
Yep. And those people are not happy. So the
which
smart thing to do is to take advantage of that. Go in there, convince them about what Rhaenyra can do for them, so they can revolt against the Greens.
I mean, and then you don't even need a fight. You might have some
Yeah.
skirmishes here and there, but you could totally just get. I mean, the Russians have done it through
Yeah. Yeah.
history.
Yeah. Yeah.
Germans did it. I think Austrians did it.
Yeah. But yeah, that little girl that girl's dead, bro. That little girl's dead.
She gray. She was not looking good.
No, no. But I thought this was a really good episode, Brad.
There's a
And
lot going on with it. I mean, there's not a lot of action scenes. There's like really no action scenes.
no.
But
Um,
the political, and this is one thing we've always liked since the first show is the political aspect of it. And there's a lot of moving pieces, and it just shows how one like you wouldn't think like this insignificant little plot point, but it can lead to a lot of fucking like bullshit you gotta handle.
yeah. Of course, I didn't exactly, see the reaction from Corliss that I would have thought that we were gonna get, but I do love that, we got that first moment. We opened the episode with him just sitting on that throne.
Corliss is so dejected right now.
Yeah.
I was expecting,
Angry.
this
Yeah.
fierce, angry, but I forget he's older, he's
Yeah.
wiser, he's tired, and he just lost his wife.
Yeah.
Which I love the scene between his granddaughter and him when
Yeah,
she
I
goes
love
to
that.
deliver him the hand because she just tells him all of his accomplishments
Yeah.
and she's like, and they don't know you did it all for her.
Yeah.
And it
And
was just
then
like,
what's it
God
called?
damn.
At that end, when he's like, what's it called? I'll make you my heir. And he's like, you still don't get it. What's it called? It's not about me. It's about you.
Yeah.
What you're going to be able to do for us.
And I like how she said, I made of blood and fire.
Yeah. I'm not of the sea and salt.
Which she could be saying he needs to give that to his I guess his bastard child.
Yeah, the sea smoke. Yep.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, the sea smoke. So and then of course I what's it called? Something clicked in Rhaenyra's head when Jace finally brought it up.
She's like, oh yeah, I got two big fucking dragons under me.
Oh, we got bastards with Targaryen blood?
Yeah, that too.
They'll be able to use those dragons.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I mean,
It worked for Jon.
did you watch the preview at the end?
Yeah.
There's something telling me that not all the bastards are gonna work out.
Yeah. But it's worth a try.
It's worth it. I mean,
Yeah.
what else are you gonna do? This is
But remember, it worked for Jon Snow.
It did.
Yeah.
So it's a possibility. Jace is smarter than I think the average Targaryen.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because he definitely, he brought up a good point there.
Yeah. Yeah. This was a wonderful episode. I really liked it, Brad. I don't think it's as great as the last episode, but once again, just another good episode that we keep moving along. And I thought that yeah, they did a really good job with the shots on this one, man. I loved it. Like visually looks fantastic. Score is always as great. But I just really like this episode. And I just, like I said, nowhere near last week's, but still a damn good episode. Brett?
I'm trying to think of anything. Did we miss anything? I mean, this has been a long episode comparatively. I'm trying to think of anything else.
No, we talked about Corliss. We talked about what's it called, Aemond and Aegon. We talked about Allison and Kristen.
We did not talk about not it keeps coming up. The Eerie.
The Eerie?
Yeah, so what the fuck? The lady being like, you brought like child dragons. Like, I want real dragons.
Yeah. Yeah. She's not happy about that. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. But if only she knew that those child dragons will end up being the dragons for for Daenerys, right? Those are the eggs, right?
The eggs, but there's actual hatch dragons there
Oh, hatch dragons.
also.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, let's go. They're baby dragons, but like, let's
I
go. They're gonna
mean,
be useful too.
she makes a point though, so I wonder if that's going to come into play because she said the wall has never been, penetrated.
Yeah.
It has a big fucking wall.
But Brad, remember, remember what those baby dragons did to the people of for the Unsullied, the people
Oh
who
yeah,
were like
oh
the
yeah.
slave
I
masters.
don't doubt they can, but
They burnt that
we're
guy alive.
but we're at a point in the story where everyone has heard about Vagar.
Yeah,
Yeah, everyone has
yeah,
heard about Vagar, and that's what everyone's terrified of.
yeah.
Because right now, no one knows how to deal with it. Even Rhaenyra said, like, how the fuck we deal with Vagar?
It's Vahirmore. I think Vahirmore is the one. More, or getting what's it called?
Merchandising opportunities, you say?
I do like that you brought up that Silax is like he's quick. And he's like he's not the size of Vagar, but he is a quick dragon.
I mean, the first, I'm not going to say it on this because, the first show actually went into detail on the whole Vagar, what happens. So we know what happens with that. We know in some aspect if you watch the original. I'm not going to bring it up here though for the people who haven't and people who don't remember.
Yeah, yeah,
But the quickness of the dragons, and I know they brought up Rhaenys's, but Rhaenys's dragon was also older.
yeah.
There are dragons right now, not including these two, who are quicker than Vagar, and you have riders who are smarter than Aemond.
Yeah. My friend just posted like Damon is pissing me off real bad.
Daemon is losing his goddamn mind. He's been
losing
losing his mind
bro.
for the past 3 episodes. it's like, dude, you need to leave Harrenhal. Just
It's
fucking
not
leave
working
Harrenhal.
out, bro. You're
It's
going
not working.
crazy.
You're going and the lady in there's not helping you.
No,
I
no,
mean, she's speaking truth, but she ain't on your side. I don't care what
no.
anyone says.
Yeah. But let's go. Good episode. I'm gonna stick with my 9 out of 10, Brad. I really liked it, and I can't wait to see next week. It looks like we might be getting Damon's dragon back next week.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So
We got a little bit of him in this one.
yeah,
Although I did love how he's like, I'll just burn you, and the guys were like,
yeah,
just turned around and walked away. It's like
yeah.
Damon's like, I really felt like they'd want to live, and then the guy was like, man, you don't know these people. Like we've been fighting for fucking ever because they're assholes.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh God, but Brad, what's your final verdict?
I'm going to give this episode 9 out of 10.
Yep.
So I will continue the trend other than the last episode, which I'm changing to a 9.5 out of 10 because yes, Raul, you're right. That was
Fucking
a
great episode, man.
climactic episode right there.
Yeah.
And even though this one was kind of just more of a chill approach, I still love the politics of Game of Thrones.
Because you have
Yeah.
your big epic battles,
Yeah.
but you have to have your politics right after. And
I mean, you have to show what happens due to that.
And like you said, Brad, we love Game of Thrones. We love these battles like Blackwater Bay, Battle of the Bastards. All these are great. But what has always sold this show has been the politics and the way that they put that into their storyline.
Yep.
And at that
Every time.
at the core of Game of Thrones, that's what makes that show. So when you can do that right and you can do it with such great writing and such great directing, like in this episode, you get yourself a damn good episode like we got.
Yeah, I mean, and they're putting pieces in place, and you have so many pieces in Game of Thrones, and they do it so well that for the next climactic episode, which will probably be the finale.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, they're putting everything in place.
Yep.
And it's starting from here.
Yep. All right, man. Well, with that said, that concludes our review of House of Dragon Season 2, Episode 5. And as always, I put Episode 5. I didn't put review. Wow. That's my bad, y'all. I'll put that at the end. Put that in the updated. But with that,
Stacy says 6 out of 10 needs to incorporate the Green Ranger's flute to summon dragons more.
Oh my God.
Power Ranger reference, love it.
Check out our website, nerdcore.com, Twitter at the Nerdcore underscore, Instagram at the Nerdcore, Letterboxd at the Nerdcore, TikTok at the Nerdcore, Patreon.com/Nerdcore at the $1 tier. You get our Tuesday and Saturday episodes live and early on Mondays and Thursdays, and ad free as well. Check that out. $1 a month. Discord links in the description below. Please check that out. Make sure you leave a like on this video. Make sure you comment on this video and tell us what you thought about the episode. What I don't know, guys. Who do you think's gonna kill Vagar, man? What do you guys think? I don't want to hear any book spoilers. Just give me like straight, like blind predictions there.
That's the problem though, is I know the book spoiler, so
Yeah, yeah,
it will be epic though. I
yeah,
will tell you that.
yeah,
And I can't wait to see that.
yeah. Subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so you don't miss a single video that drops on the channel. Make sure that you leave a 5-star review on your podcast, on your favorite podcast app of choice, and make sure you're following us on that app. Thank you once again to our patrons. They make it all possible. Without them, these shows don't happen. So we want to thank you guys so much for all of that. So continue on supporting us, and we'll continue providing you all great content. We'll be back tomorrow on Patreon on the $1 tier and above. You guys are going to get our review of A Ship to India to continue on with Ingmar Bergman month. But without further ado, we'll catch you guys later. Brad, send them out.
All right, Raul. Thank you for being host as always. Thank you to Stacy for joining us in chat today. Thank you, Stacy, every time you join chat. Thank you to our listeners out there, our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, I guess I'll say you can't feed the mouse, so ghosts. And go out.